Alright, imagine this, you're watching a sci-fi show where every episode, the heroes hunt down secret robots hiding in plain sight. Sounds like a binge-worthy premise, right? Now imagine that show gets axed after 5 episodes, vanishing into obscurity, while the exact same ideas later become billion-dollar franchises. That's the bizarre story of Beyond Westworld, the forgotten 1980 TV show that predicted Terminator, Battlestar Galactica, and even HBO's Westworld, but nobody remembers it. Why? Let's unpack this. Here's the wild part, the original 1973 Westworld movie wasn't just about killer robots. It was a manifesto on tech hubris, corporate greed, and the delusion that we can control innovation. Michael Crichton basically wrote a blueprint for every AI horror story since. But when Hollywood tried to franchise it, they kept missing the point. The 1976 sequel Futureworld dabbled in cloning elites, which sounds ripped from today's headlines, but it was a snooze fest. So MGM doubled down with a TV series, Beyond Westworld, that swapped existential dread for weekly Robot of the Week hunts. On paper, genius. In practice, a train wreck. Let me break down why this show fascinates me. They took the cold, clinical horror of the original, a system failing catastrophically, and replaced it with a mustache-twirling villain, Simon Quaid, who's basically evil but with androids. Suddenly, the threat isn't systemic corruption or emergent AI, it's a lone mad scientist. Yawn. But here's the twist, Quaid's sleeper agent androids, robots living as humans, were decades ahead of their time. Think Blade Runner's replicants, Battlestar's Silence, even Westworld's hosts questioning their identity. This show was asking, what if your neighbor, your boss, your spouse is a machine, in 1980? That's insane. But instead of diving deep, they turned it into a cop show format. Each week, find a robot, fight it, repeat. It's like making the X-Files without the mystery. The procedural structure killed the soul of the concept. What's tragic is how this mirrors real tech history. We keep building systems we don't understand, then scrambling to control them. Beyond Westworld could have been a cautionary tale about automation replacing jobs, or AI infiltrating society. Instead, it became a watered-down spy thriller. And yet, its DNA survived. When HBO's Westworld had hosts manipulating humans as sleeper agents in Season 4, that's a direct spiritual sequel. Even Battlestar Galactica's Silence looked like us twist feels cut from the same cloth. So why did this idea thrive elsewhere but die here? Production? Timing? Maybe audiences in 1980 weren't ready to question reality TV before reality TV even existed. But here's my theory, Beyond Westworld failed because it confused the symptom for the disease. The original movie's terror wasn't about robots going rogue, it was about humans being allowed to act like monsters in a system with no accountability. Replace the corporate dystopia with a single villain, and you lose the horror. It's like making a climate change show where the villain is a single evil oil executive instead of systemic greed. The show's legacy isn't in ratings, it's in proving that great ideas need the right context to breathe. And maybe, just maybe, we're only now catching up to what it was trying to say. So next time you're binging a sci-fi epic about AI uprisings, remember, someone tried to make this a primetime drama in bell-bottom jeans. History doesn't just repeat, it echoes, often in ways we are too distracted to notice. What other forgotten stories are hiding in plain sight, waiting for their moment? Let me know in the comments, what sci-fi ideas do you think were before their time?